Hi, how you doing? This is Dimka from Chesapeake Yacht Center down here at the Palm Beach Boat Show, and I'm sitting here on the brand new Prestige F4.9. Love to take you guys around, give you a quick walkthrough. We're right here in the back, so we'll start off in the F part. Right now, I'm standing on a nice hydraulic swim platform. Can roll down into the water, be a teak beach, also set you up to hold tender storage. You can deploy a tender right from the swim platform here. A really nice feature on this platform are these auto steps. So as the platform goes down into the water, these 4 slats stay parallel to the water surface and turn into stairs. Allows you to egress right into the cockpit from the swim platform even when it's down the ground. Which leads us into probably one of my favorite parts of the boat, this amazing cockpit. Again, we're on the Prestige 4.9. This boat is LOA under 50 feet long, and you have an absolutely enormous cockpit space. Not only do you have a lot of square footage, a lot of room, you can fit a lot of people here if you're hanging out in the evening or an afternoon, having lots of kids over, family, friends, whatever. But you also have this amazing bench layout here where instead of a traditional layout where your aft bench is along the transom, your bench seats are actually facing each other. So when you're sitting down here, you're not looking at the back of the boat. You're looking at your family, you're looking at your friends, you're looking out into the water. It allows this area to be a much better entertaining experience. So if we come on in, we'll head on inside. You have all of your amenities that you normally see on a Prestige. You have ice makers, joysticks. This boat, like all Prestiges, has Volvo IPS pod drives. Amazing maneuverability here. And then we bring it up to this next area, which is kind of an indoor-outdoor space. It's the main galley. So here in the galley, it's a really great layout. We call it a beachfront galley because it's oriented towards the back of the boat. Again, shifting the orientation. Most traditional yachts, your galley is here on the side. You're facing the wall, you're looking at the wall. On this galley, you're looking out into the water while you're in here. You have plenty of space in here, really good egress, large refrigerator and freezer, floor to ceiling, cooktops, microwaves, and the other great thing is because they've shifted the orientation, it doubles the amount of counter space that you have, and it doubles the amount of cabinet space that you have. So the storage in this galley, even though it's a smaller footprint from a pure volume standpoint, actually provides you more storage, more counter space, and more entertainment ability. As we continue forward into the boat, we come into this beautiful salon. As opposed to breaking up all the seating and kind of sticking it here, sticking it there, sticking it every little place, they've put it all together in one large couch. You can see if you're sitting down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could comfortably seat 8. You could squeeze 10 people in just this area alone. A really great area. The table here, like a traditional Prestige table, it's on a high-low actuator. It can slide in and out. These leaves can fold out as well, so it provides you a nice cocktail table, or if you wanted to have it as a dining space, you can as well. You also have this nice pop-up TV, which just rolls down, so when you're not looking at the TV, you have this nice finished look here. That's put away. Then moving over to the helm, very simplistic helm design. Your rocker switches are all here, dual Garmin screens. Again, your Volvo Penta set up with your joystick. Great visibility. Again, same thing with all Prestiges. Amazing visibility in here. Tons of windows, small mullions, lots of natural light. It's a tremendous job bringing this in. Another great feature on this yacht, which was not available on the 460, which was the 4.9's predecessor, was you actually do have a side entry door in this yacht. So you don't have to go all the way out to the back to the cockpit to walk all the way front. You have this side entry door. And then on this other side, you do have another opening window. So when the weather's great in the springtime and the fall time and you don't need to be pumping the air conditioning, you can open up this window, you can open up the side door, you can open up the door and the window in the back, and you get great fresh air ventilation through this entire space. They've done a really good job of turning this into more than just a day cruiser or a weekend cruiser. You can really spend a good amount of time with a good amount of people on board. So that's what we have here on this main level, and then we'll head down to the staterooms. Big change from Prestige. They have moved the master stateroom from the mid cabin all the way here into the bow. They've done some things that people haven't been doing in about 15, 20 years, having the master staterooms here in the bow. But you can see they've done an absolutely amazing job. You have the benefits of being more forward. So when you're in the marina, you're not looking at the boats next to you, you're looking out into the marinas, okay? You're also higher up on the water, so you don't get that hull slapping that you would normally get when you're on, on a particularly windy day in a mid-cabin master stateroom. And you also get great headroom. They've done a tremendous job. You've got about 6'3" headroom here at the base. You have a full walk-around bed, so you're not crawling into the bed. And they've made it a full king-size bed. So this is a full king-size bed that they've got here. Tremendous amount of storage. You've got hanging locker space. You've got cabinet space. You've got nice little storage with fiddles here on the sides. Really, really good cabinet space. A great lounger here right in front of the television. Nice large television right in front of the bed. And then you have your master ensuite bathroom over here. Very, very well done. Fully, really, really big shower, much larger shower than we've seen in Prestiges in the past. There's shelving in the shower, so you can store all your shower goods in there. Really great counter space, and again, the storage in the bathrooms, just like all the Prestiges, really enables you to keep that area clean, which in a lot of yachts ends up getting pretty cluttered with all your personal items. Really allows you to keep the bathrooms in really good shape. The other added benefit, as we look through this master stateroom, is because we're now in the bow, we're able to utilize the mid-beam area for the guest rooms. So as we come back here, down in here, which would traditionally be where the master stateroom has been around the last 10 years or so, you now have two really great sized guest rooms. Your VIP and your third stateroom are both here. You can see both of them can combine to full-size queens, or you can have them as singles as they are. This third stateroom here, really great twin bunk beds, great storage. Your VIP is also amazing over here. You can see those beds slide together to form a queen size bed. Really, really great headroom. Not a lot of areas where you could be pinching your head or feet or anything like that. So it's a really, really great space. Really adds the interior volume for your guests. And then you're also able to add some additional storage in this area outside, kind of in this little foyer area. You have plenty of storage in the back here. Area for a shop vac. You have additional storage here, lots of cabinetry. So for miscellaneous items, your washer dryer is also here underneath the stairs. It's a lot more accessible than it was on the previous Prestige models where you'd have to lift the stairs up. This is a much more accessible washer dryer. And then of course, because that's moved here, everything's moved to the day head, which is here. And you can see here in this day head, it's a full dry head, separate shower stall. The toilet's not in the shower. I know that was one of the compromises all the way up into the 55-foot Prestiges that people would have to deal with. Not anymore. Now we've got one that's definitely under 50 feet, where we've got those two full heads. It's a really, really great setup, and they've done a tremendous job of being able to engineer this boat. The other great thing too is that because of the way that the bathrooms are, that you may have noticed, your aft bulkhead in your master stateroom is about 12 to 15 feet away from your guest rooms. So even though this yacht does not have that patented separate stairwell that people have always raved about for decades about Prestiges in the 500s and 520s and 590s and so on, you still have that separation of space, which gives you that privacy. Prestige has also done a really good job on increasing their finishes in this new third generation yachts. The soundproofing, the doors are much more soundproof than they were before, so you still get that amazing, amazing feeling of privacy, even though you don't have that second stairwell. So as we go forward, we'll come back out here, and the last thing I'll show you is up on the Flybridge. This is a 4.9 Fly. And you see we head through the cockpit here. Easy stairs, good hand holds, so it's easy to climb up these stairs here. And here we are on the Flybridge. Absolutely beautiful. Amazing, amazing hardtop. Does a really great job of giving you full coverage. You can see it's early morning here at the Palm Beach Boat Show. Sun isn't quite high in the sky, but we're still getting plenty of shade here. You've got a large L-shaped bench in the rear. Again, seating a ton of people. A fold-out seat here, where this will fold out. There's some ports that come out. Allows this to sit level like this. Nice big dining area. or just a nice cocktail table if you want. Full galley here, sink, grill, refrigerator underneath, full-size refrigerator, not a small little drawer. Good full-size isotherm refrigerator. And then a great feature here is, if you're familiar with Prestiges, you know that a lot of times on the Flybridge you'll have this nice really big sun pad right here next to the helm station. What they've done is they've modified it a little bit where you can add a filler cushion to turn this thing into a whole sun pad, or you can leave the filler out and have this set up as more of a bench seating area. And so you do have with your helm seat here, which is a single-seater helm seat, a lot more comfortable to be in, to be driving in than the traditional bench seats that you've seen in the past. But you also have a full seating area here where you can have not just your significant other, but additional guests and whole parties up here. You could sit, 3, 4, 5 people up here while you're underway. And so it's an absolutely amazing yacht. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this tour. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, shoot me a text, or shoot me an email. All right, thanks guys.
So Ian, tell me this. What's your favorite part about the Prestige F4.9?
The thing I love the best about the 4.9 Prestige is this cockpit here. You've got this great opposing seating where you're facing each other, as opposed to just sitting on here on the transom facing forward, staring into the boat. Really allows you to engage in conversation better. And also how they've reduced this the size of the transom here in the back, so that when you're sitting down, you can actually look out into the water. Really great views. And the other thing is just the amount of volume. The whole superstructure of the yacht is pushed forward slightly, taken some room away from the bow and has added it to the cockpit, and that's really created a massive cockpit space. And a lot of times when I'm on this yacht, I forget that it's actually a 50-footer. The LOA on this boat is 49 feet 10 inches, so it's truly under 50 feet, and you have a cockpit that's the size that you would normally see on a 55 or sometimes even 60.
Beautiful. What are you looking forward to most this season then?
This season, getting out on the water. I always love the beginning of the year when I'm talking with my customers and seeing when their boats are coming out. And then, being in Annapolis, I'm always down there with my wife and my son. There's a couple of parks that are down right on the waterfront. And it's really great. And he's, my son will be playing in the beach or something like that, and I'll see 2 or 3 Prestiges walking by, and usually be able to guesstimate who's who, kind of driving through. And
Yep.
It's it's a fun thing.
I understand. We have a nice customer base down there on the Chesapeake Bay area. So, how can we get in contact with you then?
So you can give me a call at my phone, which is 410-693-7386. You can call me or text me. You can also reach out to me, DM me on my Instagram, which is at Your Yacht Broker, or you can shoot me an email at ian@cyc.yachts.
Perfect. Well, it's definitely a pleasure speaking with you, Ian. This is our senior yacht specialist here at the Chesapeake Yacht Center. We look forward to helping you out soon. Come on down.